Hello and welcome to my video, and I will be answering questions with the end of year journal tag, which Kiwi Chick is doing, the extended version for 2024. So there are about 10 questions to answer, and I have written down here in my journal at the back of it. So we'll get started. So the first question is, show your completed journals for this year. Right, so I've got them sitting here, so just go through one by one. Started off with this one. So it would be about a B5 size. So quite did lots of mainly writing in my journals with a little bit of decoration. Then next one in B5 size. Sorry, not B5, A5 size. And lots of writing again. And my next one, this is B5 size. This was quite a slim notebook journal. I'd got these last year and wanted to start to use them. So there's only there's not very many pages, 80 pages in there. So I went through it very quickly. So just very plain, and then most of my writing and some decoration inside. Then I started writing in my one of my composition notebooks, and these ones I got from Temu. Most of my journals actually that I'll be showing I got from Temu, unless if it's different I'll say. So this one is wide ruled, and lots of writing again. I'm not going to be showing the inside of them because a lot of it is my personal writing. So that one I hadn't had that colour of a composition notebook before, so really enjoy using them. This next one, got it from my a local shop, A5 and 220 pages, and again mostly writing. The line space would be between college ruled and wide, just a wee bit, so lots of decorations in there too, but mainly writing. All of my journals would be. So my next one, this is actually a journal that I made recently, and inside is all coffee dyed paper because I wanted to go for like an antique look, probably a worn look. So they're all coffee dyed papers inside, and I painted the cover and lots of writing inside. So it was nice to use a different kind of book, and I've got more that I've made that I would like to use. So that's that one. Then another spiral notebook, and I loved the design on the cover. It's a print of Van Gogh painting, and I like these pages to write on. Mostly writing and some sticker decorations. And then the next one, this is, oh, that one there was B5 size, and so is this one. It has like a nice soft cover and lots of pages inside, a lot of decoration, well, mainly writing again, and put that on the very front cover, which was a photocopy I did of a doily, I think it was, just to make it a bit more interesting. This is a A4 size notebook. I got this from Amazon, and the pages, or the lines, sorry, are like college rules, and almost 100 pages, 96 pages. So it was I got used to the bigger size of having a large space to write, but also for decoration too. But as I said, I still do mainly writing in here. But if I wanted to put a large picture on the pages, you know, I could do that. Next one is another A4 size, and I got this from Amazon, and this little thing too. So plain cover. I was thinking of putting some stickers on it, but I decided not to in the end because I just like the way it looks. It's got a kind of a material look to it. And then I went into a composition notebook again. I really love writing on this type of paper, and thankfully the ones that I have got they're decent quality of paper. Some of them can be a bit questionable sometimes, but really enjoyed these ones. The next one is A5 size. I just, after writing in large sizes, I've wanted to go to a smaller size for this time. So A5 size. These ones are really nice to work with. I love the look of this, which I got from Temu. Yeah, it was from Temu as well. It's like a leather type of cover, faux leather, not real leather. I know it's not real because it was a cheap price, so it wasn't going to be anything real. The pages have like a brown edge to them, which made it more antique, and then the actual pages inside are they're more of a beigey color than white. So if you like kind of that, and then it came with a bookmark as well. So another composition book. These ones here are actually wide lined, which I got to quite like. And these next two are actually composition notebook, like notebooks, journals, but they're actually, as you can see, a design cover. And the make of these ones is Puka Pad, which I got from Amazon. So I like these ones because I knew I liked working in composition notebooks. I wanted to get some different kind of designs on the front, and then so these are from Amazon, and they would be kind of more college rules. And then they have the inside them has a nice design too. So those two are got the same amount of pages. I can't remember the amount of pages. It's not 200, it's a bit less than 200, but lots of room for writing and decorating. This next one is another spin on the composition book, but it's not an original, but something very similar, because it's not a usual thing in my country to get these, so it's a bit of a novelty. It's a soft book, soft cover, like the cover of it would be like a thicker card, almost like scrapbooking paper. It has the usual things that a composition book would have, and then it's wide ruled. I just put that for the start of the season, so did lots of writing here. And then my most recent one is another B5 size, and the pages inside here are like more of a beige color again, and medium ruled, I would say, and there's about 200 pages. It's got a nice soft cover, and again with the Van Gogh painting design on it with some flowers. So that takes me up to until now, and for the time of filming, it's the beginning of December, and I'm planning to use these notebooks for the rest of the year. These are about A5 size, maybe slightly smaller, and spiral bound, and inside has like normal kind of spacing. I'm not too sure how many pages these have, but smaller size, I know I'll probably go through quickly after being used to the bigger size. So these are the designs that I have to choose from. So it's 3, and my current one is this design here. So I may not get using them up all, maybe the 3 of them, maybe, just depending on the writing that I do. And they're from Temu as well. Okay, so the second question is, how did your journaling go this year? It went very well, lots of writing, and I thought after about a couple of years of writing that I would probably would have slowed down to a more normal pace, but no, I think I'm into the groove of lots of writing. So the next question is, what journal and pen did you most enjoy using this year? I would say the composition notebooks. I'm really enjoying using them, but especially these ones that have a nice design to them, and they have a very good quality of paper. This is just a pen test that I have in the back here, but the actual quality of the paper is very good. It's not flimsy, but at the same time, when you use it, it feels that it's being used. So I really liked them. In regards to pens, I really love using a lot of pens. I have like a wee holder over there, but I always go back to the original Bic pens. This one's actually nearly done, but that's the fine one. Let's try and get like those ones, and any of the Bic pens, but especially these ones. I just love how they feel writing, and I feel like I'm writing neatly with it, which doesn't always happen. But so that in the black or blue, and those ones. And I also like the finer design of the Bic pen. It's very similar to those ones, only it's finer. You can't really see it too well here, but yeah, so, but I do like writing with fountain pens, gel pens, all sorts, but the big ones are my best ones to use, I think. Number 4 is, were there any journaling supplies that you disliked using this year? Yep. I didn't like using the big spiral bound ones because the size of the spiral was very inconvenient. You know, I talked about that in one of my last videos, I think it was. So to use it comfortably, you can't really have the book flat. I was doubling over, and after a while it just became very tedious, and I just did not like that at all. So yeah, I have some still to use, but I don't think they'll use them for journaling because that would just annoy me too much. So number 5, did you achieve your journaling goals if you had them? Usually I don't have any journaling goals, but at the beginning of this year, for a change, I thought I would, for this year, write only in the bigger sizes of journals that I have. Because last year and the previous year I had bought some bigger ones and I wanted just to use them. I mainly stuck to that, apart from a couple of times where I went down to an A5. Whenever I got really fed up with these spiral bound ones, like there was, as well as a big spiral, there's about like 300 pages, and like that was writing in like 2 or 3 books really, and I did drop down to an A5 whenever I felt just like fed up with that. Then I usually returned back to the B5 or A4 size. And number 6, did you do anything differently in your journals this year? This year, no, I just really did, because I've got to know what I enjoy doing, and I love writing, and that's the main thing I do. And then when I feel like it, I would add stickers to it. And last year I got into using stickers, and sometimes themed them, but not really. I just pick out whichever one I want to use, and enjoyed using them. So I'm kind of in a way now that I do what I enjoy. And number 7, show some of your favorite journal spreads. I don't actually have any favorite spreads, to tell you the truth, and I can't really show you them because it's a lot of personal writing in here. But you know, I have used just stickers that I really like, and you know, that accompanies my writing. And sometimes sticking in, you know, like that was like an autumn image when the leaves were turning colour where I live. I thought it was appropriate to sort of stick that in paper that I had got recently, things like that, or if there's anything that takes my interest. And number 8, do you have any journaling goals for next year? Well, I have learned from this year that planning to use a certain size of a journal doesn't work for me. I never did it before, and this year was the first, and I really didn't like that. You know, I did try my best to stick to the larger sizes, which I did, but I don't like planning ahead what I'm going to use. I just wait until near the end of a journal, and then once I finish that, then I pick out whichever one I want to use. So what I'm going to do is just continue doing what I know what works for me. I know for some people picking a theme works for them, or a size, but for me it doesn't. And number 9, what journal and pen are you currently using? Well, I just started into this one at the start of December, and so that's well, actually came from the same set as those other 3 that I showed you, and I'm using this pen at the moment. It's nearly done. There's one, I do have one there, another one that's similar, but the big pens. And with these pages, I actually did a pen test at the very back, and the likes of, you know, a wet ink does not work well. You can actually see, you can actually see here where some of the inks have gone through in the background there. So a ballpoint pen is the best to use in these ones, or if you don't mind it coming through a bit, you can use inks, but for me personally, I'd rather use a ballpoint pen for a thinner page. And show some of the journals you plan on using next year. Here are some of the journals that I would like to use this coming new year. This is the texture cover, nice illustration of an elephant, and it has two-toned pages. So the lighter colour is like a light beige, and the darker one is like a coffee dyed colour, and has a bookmark as well. And this one, it's quite a chunky book, and it's like all different colours around the edge the whole way around, and it has a bookmark too, and lined pages. And this other type here, paper blanks. It's a soft flexi cover. I really love that design in the cover and the colours as well. And it has like vintage like edge as well. It actually has a design on it, if I can get it right here. So that one. And as I'm still continuing to enjoy using composition notebooks, this is another design of the Pocket Pad composition notebooks, and has a nice inside design, and the pages are really nice to work with. You can use basically most inks work pretty well in that, so it's pretty much a classic setup. So that's the plan so far. I'm just going to go and use whichever notebooks that I feel like once it's time to choose, and then see how next year goes. But that's all my writing for this year. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.